Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, and welcome to part 22 of the Great Cleanup. And we have news. Not necessarily good news. I found out just before, and I've just finished filming part 21 today, so that will be edited and up next. This is part 22, and I've only just found out in the last hour that the place is sold. And I don't know who to yet. The landlord wouldn't tell me. I have to talk to the real estate agent. And apparently is a 60-day settlement, so it's all getting very real all of a sudden. So yeah, my mind's going a million miles an hour. I'm going to have to make some really quick decisions on a lot of things. I'm going to have to scrap a lot of plans, and scrap, yes, we're going to do a lot of scrap, but a lot of things that I had put aside for certain projects are just all going to go. All these microwaves, I just started scrapping them out. All I'm doing is taking the transformer out, and that's it. The rest of them are probably going to the transfer station as pressing steel or e-waste. I'm not sure where he'll take them. But yeah, quick, get the transformer out, throw them in a pile, get rid of them. I've got to make some serious headway fairly quickly. As of today, I think it's 59 days until settlement. I don't know what's going to happen if I can't actually get it done. I need to talk to the real estate agent about that. I'm expecting him to come over. That's why I'm glancing down that way. So it's all of a sudden really much more serious. I actually was thinking I'd have a lot more time. I don't know who's bought it. I don't know what they want to do with the place. I'll let you know as soon as I find that out. I need to make some decisions on my shipping container down there, and maybe some of the garden sheds, and maybe the stove inside, because the new people might want to buy that off me. I'd do a pretty good deal if I don't have to move it. Obviously I have to empty the container, but if they don't want it, well, I'm going to have to start advertising that sort of stuff. So I need to find out some details pretty soon. So this episode, I'll take you for a quick walk around what I've been doing over the last hour, and some of my strategies that have changed a little bit. So this is a side lane that I have open when the shop's open, and I've left this back door open for now, and I've just made up a sign which you'll be able to read, and it should pretty well explain what my next strategy is. Whilst I'm working out in the backyard every day, I'll have to leave Coco at home. She won't like that, but I'm going to basically allow people to come into the yard, have a look around. Hopefully we can actually get rid of some stuff without me having to advertise it. There'll be some bargains to be had, so if any of you are local, come by. There certainly might be some building materials. I'll show you what I've already done. I've just been dragging a bit of stuff up from the back lane and the back down the backyard, and things that I expect people might buy: some pipe, an old bowl off a milk separator, wheelbarrows, a sieve. There was a big box here I found of retro tiles. I was going to wash up and put them in the shop. I'd probably get $5 each, but now I can't muck around doing that. The whole box will probably go for $20. There's a lot of tiles there. A milk crate full of wheels, an item there I was going to take home and make a parts washer out of, but I'm just going to have to shelve some of these ideas. All sorts of stuff I'm just dragging out. I'm just laying out here on the pallets, a bit like a garage sale. I'm not going to put price tags on them. People are going to come in, and I'll be here, and we can basically negotiate. All these washing machine tubs that I've had, I've done some worm composting tests in there with grass clippings. They worked really well. They'll be going out cheap. They're no good for fire pits because these ones have a plastic moulding around the top. Here's some microwaves that I've just ripped the transformers out, and that's it. I'm not even clipping the wire out. I just have to really be sensible with my time. Another wheelbarrow I've dragged up from down the back. It's full of rust, but someone will buy that. Probably $20 for maybe growing flowers in or something. So I'm going to whip through the rest of these microwaves. There's more over there. I was going to do some scrap out videos on them, but I just can't afford to do that at the moment. Can't afford to waste time. I've made a little bit of a barricade across here to stop people going too far down the yard at this stage. As I get it more and more organised, they'll be able to go further. There is some stuff I got out of some sheds under those tarps, so I need to rummage through there before other people start doing that. So that's what we're up to. It's all now become, as I said before, become quite real and a little bit more urgent. I organised these wheelie bins the other day, so it's much neater in here. I got the copper out of there. I do need to get into that shed pretty shortly. We might make that one the next episode, because I need to get some stuff out of there and have it for sale, and there's a couple of things I do want to take home. If anyone shows any interest in my compost bins that they do dismantle, and actually they can bring some buckets and take the nice compost if they want, and even some worms. There's another wheelbarrow I can drag out of there quickly. There's all the copper. I've just upended the drums to drain any water out, so I'll start stacking that up and putting that away. So I won't do a follow-up walk around the yard just yet. Any spare 44-gallon drums I might as well just sell, maybe $20 each. These washing machine bodies, they'd make really good tree guards perhaps on a farming property, or a compost bin with no bottom in it. So whatever, maybe just $10 each. I've probably got about 15 of those around the yard, so I'll start dragging them up to the front as I'm working here every day during the week. And I've got a couple of ladies that help me out with my shop when I'm away. I may even pay some wages and get them to open the shop, and then I can manage the backyard, and we'll sell things from both places. It's just going to have to, we're just going to have to up the ante a bit. We've gone from cruising along in top gear in the slow lane on the freeway to engaging overdrive and switching on the nitro button. So hang on, it's going to be an interesting ride. Okay, it's now a couple of days later. I'm in the shop. I've had 2 busy days in the shop since I last spoke. It was the weekend and I had a lot of stuff discounted, a lot of things at half price. This table I threw onto Facebook Marketplace. I had discounted it from $9.50 down to $500 about 3 weeks ago, and I threw it on Facebook for $250. It's sold and it's going to be picked up in a day or two. So lovely table. Someone got a bargain, but I think I did a video when I was setting this table up and moving it in, and if I find it, I'll link it up top. And I don't remember what I allowed for it, but I do remember discussing at the time that I was going fishing for a big price, and it doesn't really matter if I have to discount it. Well, certainly that's what has happened. There was a lot of action in the shop. It's all packed up at the moment, but it was a very busy weekend. So what I'm going to do, I obviously need to have the shop open to sell things, but I also can't afford to sit behind the counter all day where I have so much work out the back. So I have a couple of ladies that might be able to help me out. Also, my daughters said they'll be able to give me a few days, and they'll just basically run the shop, man the counter, take the cash while I'm working out the back. So that's the plan. We are reducing a fair bit of stuff in here. I don't want the shop to empty out just yet. I mean, remember, I still have to pay my full rent for another 8 weeks. So I need to generate income out of here as well. However, I am generating a lot from the scrap metal trips and also the stuff I'll be selling out of the yard. All right, let's have a quick look out the front. I've put the trolley out the front, the free stuff today, even though I'm not actually here. Well, I'm at the back. Anything that can be taken away for free should be. I've put out half price sales on most things in the windows, and I kind of decide when people bring things to the counter whether I want to do half price.
Hello.
Certainly not doing half price on Christine. She's double the price now.
Oh, triple.
No, actually she's priceless. So I'm about to work out the back. I have just loaded the van with 1,200 kilos of heavy steel. I'm going to put some brass in it shortly, and you'll see that video next. Another quick scrap run. I'll probably do them each week. I've opened up the back lane because I'm now going to be getting the brass out through here. So whilst I'm around the backyard, I'll let people come through. I might have to round up an A-frame sign out the front that says something like "Super Yard Sale every day" or something like that. Okay, it's pretty clear that I'd failed sign writing school, but anyway, the message gets across. And we don't normally call them yard sales in Australia. It's normally a garage sale or a garage sale. I know yard sale is more a states thing, but since it's in my yard, it's a yard sale. Coco's with me now. I've been home to get her. I've had this side open for a few hours, and I've sold nearly $100 worth of stuff. So there's been a few people come through, which is pretty cool. A couple wandered way down the back and pulled out some low-value scrap items that they wanted to grow succulent plants in, and there's another $20, much better than scrap price. The wheelbarrows, a lady's put her name on, so both of those wheelbarrows are gone. So successful for 2 hours. The only drama, or not a drama, but the only drawback with this plan is that I don't continue to work when people come in. Everyone wants to chat, so I find myself standing around talking to people, and that's not what I want to do. So, all right, we're getting back onto these microwaves. I'll just show you how quickly I'm scrapping them out. Okay, let's do this in real time, just to see how little time I'm going to spend on these. Basically, I'm just going to take the cover off. I know some people just take one end and bend it up. Save the screws. This one doesn't have side screws, some have screws in the side. And we're just going to get straight down to the transformer. Let's adjust the camera. They all come undone slightly different ways, but most of them are just accessible from underneath. Adjust the camera again. No editing here because I want to do this in real time. Just clip the wires from around the edge of the transformer. Now these microwaves have not been used for a long time, so there's no worries about charging the capacitor. If you do pick a microwave up off the edge of the street, you need to discharge the capacitor. They can give you a fair jolt. There we go. Transformer's out in what, under a minute? This one's done. The casing I just jumped on and folded it flat. That can go with the pressing steel. And the actual transformer is most of the weight in these things. And I know people pull the copper out of them, and I know some of them are actually aluminium windings rather than copper. I'm not even looking. I don't have time. I know it can be economical to get the copper out. In my situation, time is of the essence. So for about a minute, I've got 5 kilos at over $1 a kilo, so over $5 in, what did I say, about a minute. So I think that's worthwhile. If you work that back to an hourly rate, that's pretty damn good. So I'm not going to leave these go just for pressing steel, but the microwaves themselves, now that I've got the transformers out, I'll take them to the transfer station and they're all done with. I'm sorry that I know there's copper in the magnetron, I know there's plenty of wiring here, but I've just got to really pick the most efficient value, and to me that's the transformer. These are going to go and it'll make a big hole in my yard fairly quickly. Finished the microwave job, whipped them out in no time. I got quicker and quicker. I'm not sure if there's a Guinness Book of Records entry for ripping transformers out of microwaves, but I reckon I'd be at least a shoe-in for the Australian Olympic team. The heaviest one, 7 kilos. That was off a fairly vintage microwave. That'd be guaranteed to be all copper, but as I've explained, I don't have time. The whole lot there weighs just under 90 kilos, and I probably whipped them out in under an hour, like easily. And I was having people come through the yard and went and made a coffee, and yeah, took no time at all really. The microwaves are all set to go out the transfer station next chance I get. This represents pretty much almost $100 worth of transformers. So look, if you see microwaves, these are good value. If you want to take them further, great. There are other goodies in microwaves, of course, including the magnets. I do like the magnets. I've got one just up here, but it's a bit of a luxury to get those out at the moment. So at least I've done this part and they can all leave my yard. We'll finish this episode up now. I'm happy with what I've achieved today. The last 2 or 3 days have just been flat chat, and I really feel like we're pegging some ground. Of course, there's a huge job ahead. I'm pretty confident. I have unwavering confidence that I can do it. Perhaps that's the only thing that's keeping me going, but look, I've always said I like a challenge, and you don't get any much bigger than this, but we're up for it. Now, tomorrow morning, I'm heading off to the scrapyard. The van's loaded. You'll see that video. You'll see this one, then you'll see that one next. I might even put this video up tomorrow, and many of you might have thought, because I've got so much to do, my videos mightn't be that often because I don't get time. To the contrary, I'm actually probably going to put more out. There won't be any clever editing, and I won't be sitting at the computer for hours to come up with any wonderful, funny side effects or sound effects or anything. But there's so much happening, and I want to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. Unfortunately, most of my videos are going to be concerning what's going on. Obviously, I can't get into my workshop at home to do repair jobs, but we will get back to those things in the name of being the ultimate recycler. We will get back to some more worm tests. I do have one that I'm going to squeeze in that I have finished. So I might squeeze a few extra little videos in. I've also got a little scrap out I started a while back, and I might just finish that off. So we'll try and get a little bit of variety, but obviously most of the videos are going to be big cleanup, continuing this cleanup series, and runs to the scrapyard. So I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for all your support again, and I'll probably post this tomorrow, which is Wednesday, so a bit out of sequence. Yeah, hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.